Oh, there you guys are. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to continue renovating the abandoned garage and do a little update on the Magna and the V-strom. Stay tuned. Jeez, it's a mess. Alright, sorry, welcome back to the channel. It's been a minute since we've talked, since you've been here. I've moved. You saw in the first video me just out here messing, a little bit with that guy right there. But it's now February. Sun's out, neighbors are driving by, and this place is still a mess. So today we are going to oh man, it's a little brighter by the door. Speaking of brighter, we're going to be swapping out at least these two lights. I don't know if I'm going to do these two, and then there's still a third one back here that I kind of want to be. I'm thinking, actually, I know I'm whipping you guys around. I'm thinking a couple of these and maybe leave that one on this side of the garage for a minute, just because I think we'll start talking about this here too. Talk about a little bit about the layout. We'll get to hanging some lights, moving some stuff around. I also just want to get into a little update on the motorcycles that are hanging around in the back. Obviously the Magna, I know a lot of you are here because of that guy. The V-strom, we got some parts to get it a little more adventure ready, so stick around. Thanks for all the support over the last year. It's kind of a rough year, 2023, so hopefully 2024 is a little more fun, and that we can have a lot more success as well. So stay tuned. Thanks for being here. Like, comment what you want to see down below, whether it's, you know, something for the Magna and the V-strom or anything like that. Man, that's way better. I'm sure you guys can see that even on camera. And you can probably see the mess that I have made of this garage since moving in. If you don't recall from the first part, I'll link the video somewhere below for part one of this garage. Now where I live, the new Magna Mole headquarters is in this garage. So slowly upgrading. Dad got some lights for the up front. I think I'm gonna rehang that one a little bit just so it's not just like on a diagonal. It bothers me. As you just saw, I put 2 new lights up. I need to get another couple fixtures, I think, and that will make the garage, I think, a lot more usable. So, but let's talk about kinda where everything's gonna go. Like this V-strom, that's right under here. Here's the Magna. We'll talk about those guys in a minute, but they're still here. Don't worry, I am gathering parts to do videos on them. I'm thinking this corner you guys are staring at right now is kind of where I want to put like the main work area, toolbox, workbench, shelving to store parts for bikes that are in process. Just kind of make this the actual service bay, if you will, right behind me, looking this way. So this is the one that has an opener, and I don't know honestly if the other two really open at the moment, so I'm not gonna mess with opening those yet. You can see the door is all barricaded because we gotta get a new door. That's already in the works. Just for some context, this is my dad and stepmom's place. I'm just living at it currently. We've been refurbishing the whole place over the last year. They've done a lot of the work. I just helped. But now that I'm here, I'm going to be helping some, kind of just clean up the whole property. Just give you guys a quick look. A lot of trees and brush that need to get cleaned up out behind the garage. So awesome new place to have our fun here on the channel, to work on our Magna, the V-strom, and see what the future brings. So still working at Buell as well. That's going great. So I'm gonna stop rambling, but I think mainly this is gonna kind of be the back corner. I think where the service bay will be. Don't know if you can quite pull a car all the way up there, but basically where I'm standing right in front of the garage door will just remain open for a car to work on anything that we need to pull in there. I think this back corner with this other garage door for now is mainly just going to be where I'll store bikes. Got to clean up kind of that back wall too. But yeah, just kind of a cold storage spot. Not going to really worry about lighting or anything in the back corner for the moment. This is just all my junk that was in my brother's garage that I gotta go through, get back on shelving, and disposition. Some old tackle boxes I gotta go through. So the trailer is Dad's trailer, so that's gonna live here for the time being. Then we got the snowblower and the lawn tractor, so I'm thinking this bay on this side of the garage will be just like the house, yard, trailer stuff. Just like everything we can put over here, kind of keep it semi-open. I mean, the tractor and the snowblower and stuff have to be parked somewhere, keep the trailer there as well. So, but there's enough room in here to keep all this stuff in there, keep the bikes, have a working area for the motorcycles, and still have a whole spot open for working on a car as well, which is amazing compared to the fact that when I started this channel, I was working on the Magna in my apartment parking lot. I didn't even have a carport at the time. Like, it was just open, a parking spot, and I parked my Honda Accord like in front of my motorcycle in one spot, and the motorcycle was up at the front, and like that's where I pulled the carbs off and did all this stuff. So if you've been following the channel for a while, or you're new here, it doesn't matter. You probably understand that like at points in your life, like you feel like you've kind of come really far. And this is one of those moments where it's just like, yeah, I kind of wish I could not have as much other stuff in here and just make it into a super cool garage hangout area. There still might even be a little bit of space for that kind of thing too. But, you know, this needs to be a working garage, be a storage area. Like, we're not going to fill it up with just random stuff. So, but basically that's my long gist of what's going to happen here in the garage. And I think let's start with trying just to clear out this back corner here. These are my speakers that I need to work on. Try to get the workbench just at least against the wall, get the toolbox back there by the old radio. I think just slide it over a little bit for now. Don't know what we want to do there. Try to get some of just the cardboard and trash and sweep up in general in here. I got some stuff from when I was working on the snowblower. There's water still gathered in here because it's been so cold. I know it looks nice and sunny out in the yard, but it's like 30 degrees, 35 degrees, probably in the garage. So anyway, back to work. We'll talk again here soon after I move some stuff around about the old V-strom and the Magna. Sorry, that table's kind of heavy. Starting to get this corner cleared up. Oh, my little thingy fell off. Gotta still move some of this doors on doors. Obviously, this is still all a mess, and I've just been moving some of the junk towards the front of the garage so I can start to get it out, just like the cardboard and stuff. But something akin to what's happening over here right now. But I'm gonna stop boring you with just time lapses of me working and garage content quick. I'm gonna pull the V-strom over and put it in working position, you know, right here, just to get an idea of like spacing and how much room I really think I need and stuff like that. And then we'll talk about just some stuff coming up with the V-strom, and then we'll pull the cover off the Magna, and we'll just talk about what I want to do with the Magna before spring really gets here. I know it's not that far away. In fact, honestly, in the next week or so, it's supposed to get up to like 55, you know, super late in the afternoon for an hour. But, oh, there's a chipmunk, Dad. Anyway, sorry. I have a target. So, I'm going to move a few more things. We'll get to talk about the V-strom, the Magna, and try to just get a couple more things cleaned up and a few more things pushed out of the way. Alright. A couple more things out of the way, but I don't have it centered into the area. My speaker's in the way, so but you know, I think it's a good spot. I think the orientation is probably right. You could work this way as well. The bike doesn't have to be put out to the garage, so that's kind of nice, versatile. If you want to have all the bikes parked over here, looking out or into that garage door, once we get that working, that might be a nice way to do it. But we have options. We got stuff at least moved around. I got at least this corner started to sweep up. I swear I could sweep it like 10 more times and still get dust and dirt off of this floor. So I'm gonna have to really, at some point here, once I get this more organized and cleaned up, really clean out the floor. A lot of mice have been in here over the years and stuff, and I think I found one hole, so let's see if I got any foam to fill it. So anyway, why I moved the V-strom into position is I want to talk about just some stuff we have coming for it. Might insert a clip of me just showing you the actual parts that's sitting on the kitchen table right now, so we're gonna go there. So these are the parts for the V-strom, as I just said I'd point out to you once I'm back inside. There's my kitty. IMS super stock foot pegs. They're actually listed as they fit the KLR 650, but that will fit the V-strom 650. This is the Adventure Tech shifter relocation and peg lowering kit. And this is a few of the parts from the light bar kit. Nice Cree LED pod, the whole wiring harness, relay and everything all ready to go. And then the light bar itself that'll attach to the bike so we can mount our lights. So back to the garage. Okay, so you saw those quick. Light bar kit will be going on. The V-strom, so that'll be cool. Just gotta get that wired in and attached. You saw the pegs and the relocation kit. So the relocation kit is gonna drop the pegs themselves. I think it was like an inch down. Plus I have the new pegs, a little wider, a lot more traction. And then the shifter location
also is going to get moved out, I believe is what it is, and up in relative position to the peg. And that's supposed to help you get your boot underneath of it easier when you're wearing sturdier boots. So I have a pair of, what are they, Alpine Star Tech 3s now, that if I'm going to be riding like any like off pavement, off road riding with the V-Strom, I want to wear those just to protect my ankles and my feet and whatnot. I have gone down on a motorcycle before. If this is the first time you're watching the channel, or don't know the fact that I hit a deer last year, go back, find those videos. I don't have it on video, thankfully. But anyway, so we got the light bar kit, as you saw, pegs, shifter relocation kit as well. Both of those from Adventure Tech. So I'll talk about them more when we get to installing those. What else do I have? I do have a pair of just like the OEM style crash guard for the end of the bars. Really more of a brush guard just to keep sticks and stuff off my hands, things like that going down less traveled paths. Also, they help with wind. So not really a true brush guard that's going to have like a full metal support on them. So maybe that will be an upgrade in the future we'll look at doing. I think that's mostly it for the V-Strom, other than some maintenance. I've pondered about getting a new set of tires. The rear's a little squared off already from the previous owner. Not bashing, just saying. Need to do an oil change. I should look at the maintenance schedule and just make sure there isn't anything else that I should probably do now while it's off season rather than wait. So, but V-Strom is, I mean, just about adventure ready. I am planning a trip to the UP right now on it. I want to make a video kind of on how I'm planning it. Like, how do you plan a camping trip? This is going to be more camping, maybe stay in like a small cabin or something like that. State park here in Michigan, they have those. They're really nice. And so that should be coming as well, more of a V-Strom thing. And I guess with that, let me just pull the cover off the Magna and we'll show you guys as it sits right now. And I'll just talk about the few things that we need to do for maintenance here in the next couple months. I know this is probably why most of you found my channel, is my V45 Magna, which I do still love, don't worry. So honestly, I think the only thing that I really have to do is I really need to rebuild the forks. The right one has been weeping pretty much ever since I've gotten it. I've cleaned it with my little cleaning tool. You know, you can go back and watch those videos before, and like it seems to be fine, but I changed the fluid in them and it still is weeping. Thinking maybe there's just a bunch of gunk in there, maybe gunk in the fuel, the wipers are not able to get off. So I think it's time I actually pull those apart. And you can even see the evidence still from the last ride and moving it over here, that it is leaking still. Full disclosure, I still need to replace the lower portion of my clutch line. The last couple of times I've had the bike apart, at that point I all of a sudden needed to get back together to ride it and never did it. So other than basic maintenance, petcock rebuild kit, I have one. I've had it for a while. It only really like leaks if you twist it, and I never do. Needle and seats and the carbs are really still good because I replaced them a couple years ago. Knock on wood. So the Magna honestly doesn't need a ton of work right now, which is great. Knock on wood that it stays that way once again. So we'll go through and just check everything on the Magna here while we're doing the forks. I definitely want to make a good video on that.
because it'll honestly be my first time doing it on any motorcycle. So it'd be really nice to be able to show you guys a good thorough walkthrough. It'll be good for me to learn the process. It's been hectic end of the year last year. I took kind of a January off of all social media and YouTube and making things and really doing anything other than watching movies and just kind of having a nice chill time after moving. So Magna, don't worry, Magna's doing good. We'll do some maintenance. I need to get into the turn signals too and try to get those squared away, because I think I just need to grease them up good, clean them, and maybe reassemble that switch one more time, because they just don't always work the best. So, man, thank you for watching if you're still here. Because this video probably has been a little rambly, a little time-lapsey, you know, kind of just showing off in general the mess that I need to get working on here. As you can tell, a lot of this has just kind of been moved out of the way. Anyway, I'm going to move a few more things around, get some more things just kind of in general cleaned up, find homes for things that need homes, figure out what needs to stay where and what can just, you know, be taken down. Like, oh man, there's like a ladder rack right up there. I should put the ladder there. Sure somebody was yelling in the comments about that one. And find a good home for all my stuff that I need to put back on my shelf, which is still on the ground over there, not assembled yet. I want to get more shelving and really just kind of get this place ready, not only for me to work on my stuff, make YouTube videos for you guys, but so like when Dad is here, come springtime, once it warms back up and we're doing more work on the property and stuff, we just have in general a good place to work. We can set up a wood shop out here temporarily if we need to be doing work outside rather than going up and down in the basement, things like that. So this space is going to hopefully remain pretty versatile in that sense. You know, can't necessarily turn this into a full-blown motorcycle shop, you know, have a fab area, you know, things like that. Like, you know, obviously we don't have a ton of space, but we have a lot more space than we ever have. So, thank you for being here. Subscribe if you want to keep seeing what's happening on the channel. I'm going to be bringing more of this type of content to the channel now, especially with getting this cleaned up, getting it set up. I got to get my other two project bikes over here as well still, now that the snow has kind of gone away again. And yeah, just start really working on making this the best year for the channel, the best year for me. Thank you. Thank you for all the support for over the last year. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for watching this far into the video and listening to me ramble on. And I hope everyone has a great day, evening, week, year, whatever it is you're looking forward to. I'm trying to get my screen to turn on so I can see what I'm showing you. And yeah, so I think probably next time it's going to be another video on the garage, getting things squared away there. But hopefully we'll sneak in a couple videos working on the V-strom quick while we assemble parts for the Magna. So if there's anything you want to see, comment down below. Once again, I think I've said it a number of times now. Thank you for the support. Thank you for being here. And Magna Mole, out.